All right, welcome to Powerful Flow. Let's start on the mat in a child's pose today. So your big toes touch, knees wide, sink the hips back, walk the hands forward. As we go through class, if you have any props, you can use them to support you. Take forehead to the mat and side to side. You can rock a little side to side. And lift the head slightly, walk the hands to the left. Side stretch on the right side. And walk the hands through center and to the right, side stretch on the left. Hands back to center. Take forehead to the ground. Begin your yogic breath in and out through the nose. Let's take 3 more breaths like that. And take your elbows a little bit further towards the front of the mat. Bend the arms, thumb on the neck. Hands at prayer. Take a moment, set an intention for your class. Arms back out, puppy pose. Lift the hips, walk the hands forward. You can take your chin to the ground or forehead if it hurts your neck with the chin. Breathe into the shoulders, 3 more breaths in this pose. And take the hands and arms back and parallel. We'll come into a Sphinx pose. Legs back behind you. Press into the tops of the feet, lift the knees, draw the shoulder blades together, energetically pressing the elbows towards you, lift the heart. Another deep breath. And lower head down. Let's press up into a table. Fingers spread wide, shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. Take some cat and cow, roll shoulders back, drop belly, lift gaze, inhale. Shoulder blades together, puff up at the shoulders, chin to chest. Moving in sync with your breath. Take 1 more round. And walk the hands up a handprint. Take some circles with the hips in one direction. And the other. And find your first downward dog. Tuck toes. Slowly come up. Keep the knees bent here first. Hips up high. Feet about hip width apart. Tuck the chin. Neck is long. And now begin to straighten one leg and bend the together. Slowly warming up into the down dog. You could open and close the jaw. Nod and shake the head. And find still downward dog. One cleansing breath together, deeply in through the nose. And open the mouth side out. Onto the knees again. Take the wrists to face the front of the mat or each other. Let's rock forward and back. Tuck toes. Stretching the wrists and forearms. One more time. And fingers to face the front of the mat again. We'll take the right leg straight back with the ball of the foot on the ground. Rock forward and back, getting a stretch on the calf. And lift right leg up, toes face down. Take a left arm forward, left thumb up, breathe in, get long. Breathe out, round elbow and knee tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Bend the back leg. Baby tiger, grab the foot. Press the foot into the hand. Lift the heart and gaze. One more breath. Take it back out, spinal balance. Left hand down. Right foot over, off the mat to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Then right leg out to the right, in line with the hip. And back to table. Cat and cow. From table, you could move the left hand in an inch or so to the center. We'll take a table twist, right arm up. Breathe in, lean to the left, and thread right arm under left. Let's take the left arm up, maybe to the right corner of the mat. 3 rounds of breath. And slide left hand by the face, press it into the ground. Sweep the right arm up, inhale, exhale, lower to table. Now let's come to the other side. Left leg back, press into the ball of the back foot, rock forward and back. Stretch the calf of the left leg. Then take the left leg up, toes face down, squaring the hips. Right hand forward like you're gonna shake someone's hand, get long here. And breathe out, elbow and knee tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Breathe in, extend, bend the back leg, grab onto the foot. Baby tiger, press the foot into the hand. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Take it back out, spinal balance. And right hand down, left foot over to the right. Look over at that foot. And take it the left leg out to the side and the height of the hip. And back to table. Walk the hands up, a handprint. Tuck the toes under. And take it up for downward facing dog. Let's lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, heels to left, corner. Inhale, lift. Exhale, heels to right, corner. Inhale, lift. Exhale, heels straight back. And let's wave forward into plank now. Breathe in. Hover the knees a little above the mat. Down dog. Breathe in, wave forward. And hover the knees, breathe out, down dog. One more time, plank wave. Down dog. 3 rounds of breath. Check your alignment, fingers spread wide, heels towards the ground. You're like an upside down letter V. Let's take right leg up. Take circles with the ankle and wiggle the toes. Bend the knee and take circles with the hip. Straighten and square the right foot. Look forward, right foot inside of the right hand. Runner's lunge with a twist, left hand down, right arm up. Roll the right shoulder back. Look up at the right thumb. Keep the gaze like that or take it straight ahead. Finding now side plank. You could have your foot in front. You could have your foot stacked or bend the bottom leg. Lift the hips. Look down, right hand down. Shift weight forward, lower knees, chest, chin, or with control to the mat. Elbows brush the sides. And untuck the toes. Take a light touch with fingers on the sides of the mat. Elbow up, elbows up. And we'll take 3 cobra waves. So breathe in, lift chest and head. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lift. And lower. One more time. Wave up. And down. Hands by the upper ribs. Tuck toes under. Seat to heels. Modified child's pose. A breath or 2 like this. Downward dog. Left leg to the sky. We'll take some circles with the ankle. Bend the knee, take hip circles. Straighten the legs, square the hips, toes face down. Look forward, left foot inside of the left hand. Keep the right hand down. Twist towards the left. Runner's lunge with the twist. Look up at left thumb or straight ahead. Good. From here, you take your version of side plank like this, like this, like this. Lift the hips. And look down. Left hand down. Shift forward on the toes. Keep the neck long. Look at the edge of the mat. Lower to the ground. Untuck toes. Come up for cobra. Breathe in. Breathe out. Head to the ground. Toes tucked. Seat to heels and downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. In and out through the nose. Bend knees, walk hands towards feet. Feet hip width apart. Bend knees a little bit. Grab opposite elbows. Head heavy. Neck relax. Find ragdoll. Let tension melt from your neck, from your shoulders, from your back. Relax the space around your eyes and your jaw. Lips together, teeth unclenched as you continue your steady breath through the nose. Release hands. Take a half lift, hands on shins. Shoulder blades draw together. Look forward, inhale. Breathe out, fold. Root down, rise up. Arms up. Inhale, look up. Uttanasana, forward fold. 3 more half sun salutations. Half lift, inhale, breathe out, fold, root down, rise up, arms up, Inhale, look up. Uttanasana, forward fold. Half lift, inhale, maybe you're on fingertips. Now look forward, shoulder blades draw together. Forward fold, root down, rise up. Arms up, inhale, look up. You could take a standing back bend, hips forward, arms back. Forward fold again. Feet still hip width apart or 2 fists apart, bend knees, interlace hands behind you. Draw knuckles up towards the sky, shoulder blades together. Head towards the ground, relaxed neck again. Shifting weight forward, out of the balls of the feet in your forward folds. One more breath here. And release the hands down. Walk out into downward facing dog. One full breath. Right leg up. Bend knee. Roll hip open, scorpion tail. Put a little more weight in right hand. And straighten right leg. Take the right foot down a little, hip square, look forward. Right foot inside of the right hand. Runner's lunge. Let's stay here in runner's lunge. Lift the heart. You can be on fingers or on blocks if you have those at home. Take the left knee down now. Let's walk the hand up the right knee. Take arms up for low lunge. Lift up out of the waist. Look straight ahead, up or back. And take hands to heart center. We'll take a prayer twist to the right, elbow on right thigh, top hand presses into bottom. With each breath out, twist a little more. And look down at the right foot, hands around it. Take the knee forward, stretch left hip flexor, and back. A few more times, forward. And straighten. Take the right foot forward. Half split, left hip above, left knee. Subtly draw right hip back, left hip forward, hands on blocks or on the mat. And lengthen spine. Half split, 3 breaths. Keep left hand down, hip square, right arm up. Twist to the right, half split with a twist. You can look up at right thumb or straight ahead. And look down, right hand inside of right foot. Quarter turn towards long left edge of the mat. Heels out, toes in. Let's take the hands parallel with the feet and in line with them. Shift weight forward, wide leg fold. Hear your breath. Walk hands out. So left hand below the gaze as you twist to your right, both arms straight. Windmill. Right hand down, left arm up, both arms straight, twist to the left. Left hand down, heels and toes up. Skandasana side lunges, go side to side. Bend one leg, straighten the other. Foot of bent knee flat on the ground. Foot of that's with straightened leg can be facing up or flat on the ground. Let's take one more round. And when you bend back into the right leg, take the right hand and the left hand inside of that right foot. Find a lizard lunge. Let's hug the right leg in towards the right arm in this version of lizard lunge. We'll keep it active. And now gently lower the left knee. Let's reach around with the right hand as you bend the left leg. Grab on to the foot. Pull the foot in towards you. Quad stretch. And release with control. Take your right foot down, right hand down, right foot behind you. Find your plank pose. We'll shift forward on the toes. Let's take a chaturanga now. So you're lowering, so your elbows hover above the mat. And up dog, you're on the tops of the feet, arms are straight. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. Press your chest towards your thighs. Press especially into thumbs and index finger. And let's take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee. Roll the hip open for a scorpion tail, placing equal weight in both hands. Opening up the hip. And straighten the left leg. Straight the toes towards the mat. Look forward, left foot inside of the left hand. Low lunge. Let's walk the hands up the left knee. You can untuck the back toes or keep them tucked. Arms up, lift up, out of the waist. Look forward, up, or slightly back. And hands at heart center. Twist over to your left, chest forward, prayer twist. Right elbow on the outside of left thigh. Top hand presses into bottom. Good. You can look straight ahead or over left shoulder. And look down. Hands around the front foot. Let's come first into the runner's lunge we missed. Tuck the right toes under. Lift the heart, or hands can be on blocks. And back with the right knee down. Hands around front foot, lean forward. Stretching right hip flexor. And back a few times, straightening and bending the left leg. And linger in your half split. When you're ready, right hip above right knee. You can flex the left foot, square the hips. 3 rounds of breath. Breathe up and down left leg. And right hand down under the right shoulder. Hips square to the mat, left arm up. Half split with a twist. Look at left thumb, traditional drishti, or straight ahead. Nice. And look down. Bend back into the left leg. Quarter turn to the right, long edge of your mat to find a wide leg fold. Heels out, toes in. Now let's slide the fingers on the outsides of the feet. Half lift, inhale, exhale, fold, elbows bend, shift the weight forward. Steady breath, head heavy. And take hands below the gaze. Now take your left hand around onto the right foot, right arm up. A version of the pose we just did, windmill. Now let's release left hand. Take right hand around the left foot, left arm up, twist to the left. Left hand down, right hand down. Skandasana once more, heels in, toes out. You can take the same version. You can take hands off the mat. You can take left hand down, right arm up. Pause on each side with half or full binds. And the next time you bend towards the left, we'll find the lizard lunge with feet facing towards the front of the mat, both hands inside of the left foot. We'll take the active lizard lunge with right leg remaining as it is. Hug the left leg in to the left arm. Feeling the stretch in the left hip is the goal. And slowly lower on to the right knee. Reach around with the left hand to grab the right foot. Quad stretch. Keep the hips square to the mat as you pull the right foot towards you. And release. Left hand comes down, back into plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Elbows hover, up dog, inhale, and breathe out. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. And we'll walk the feet towards the hands. Let's take a big toe hold. So your peace sign fingers around the big toe. Press the toe into the ground, fingers back up towards the toe, then half lift, inhale. As you breathe out, fold. Padangusthasana. Relax neck. Steady breath. And release spine. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, fold. Root down, rise up. Arms up. Inhale, look up, standing, back bend, and arms down. Let's take shoulders up by the ears and around. Again, up and down. And once more, up and down. Tadasana, mountain pose. You can close your eyes. 3 rounds of breath. A left hand on heart, right hand on belly. Pause to invite your intention in. And you can open your eyes. You can turn to face each other. Shake it out. Shake out the wrist. Shake out the ankles. Take some side to side sways. Take whatever movement feels good to you. And we'll settle that down. If you have a strap, you can grab that. We're gonna come into big toe hold. Strap isn't necessary. You could also use an object like a shirt. So, let's take the right knee into the chest, firmly planted into the left leg. One option is to keep the knee the whole time bent. Another and second option is to take the strap around the middle of the foot and take it out. It's more important that your back is straight in this pose than your leg being straight. And the final is to take peace sign fingers around big toe. Keep your one spot gaze, unmoving, and you can take this out to the side, maybe left arm out. Stay as you are, or you could challenge your balance and look over the left hand. Then take your right foot forward or your knee and release with control. Good. And we'll come to the other side with either knee and then out, strap, or big toe hold. So first find the one spot gaze. You could start with hand on the right side of the waist. Draw the left shoulder back. And And take leg out to the left, arm out to the right. Stay as you are or look over the right hand. And left leg forward again. And release. Good. Let that go. Challenging pose. You can set your strap aside. Maybe we'll use it later. Let's take the feet about hip width apart. Take some neck circles. You can take half circles or all the way around. Pause and spots that feel tight. And head up again. Now let's come to the top of the mat. Take the arms overhead, lift the heels. Let's hold 3, 2, 1. Swan dive down, arms to left and right. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, fold. Step back into plank. 3 chaturanga push-ups, so your elbows by the sides. 1, 2, 3, and we'll lower to the ground. Untuck the toes, shoulders stretch, right arm out in line with the head, left hand down, left elbow up. Roll onto the right shoulder, keep head slightly off the mat, left foot down and knee up. You could go further, right foot down and knee up. Half bind or full bind with the arms. 3 breaths. Left hand down, roll onto belly, left hand out in line with the head, right hand down, right elbow up. Roll onto the left shoulder, head up a little bit, right foot down. If you feel any pain in your shoulder, definitely back away. You could also take left foot up, hand around, or bind. 3 rounds of breath. And back onto the belly. From here, we'll take forearms parallel or hands interlaced, making a V. Tuck the toes, come into forearm plank. So in the planks, you don't want to be too low or too high. You want to be like a horizontal line as much as you can. Look at the edge of the mat. And let's take this into a dolphin. So walk the feet towards the elbows. Press the forearms into the mat, heels towards the ground. And walk back into the plank. One more time. Walk back, feet towards the elbows. Left leg up and down. Right leg up and down. And we'll walk back into plank. And lower to the ground. Crocodile pose. So big toes touch, wrists cross, forehead on top wrist. 3 rounds of breath. And we'll lift the head up. And take it back down, removing the hands. Take arms by the sides. Shalabhasana locust pose to strengthen the lower back. When you're ready, lift everything but the hips off the mat. 3 breaths, gaze at edge of mat. Hands by head, come onto the left ear, bend the knees, take the legs side to side like windshield wipers. And forehead to the ground. keep the cactus arms at right angles, shoulder, elbows, wrists. And we'll lift again. Shalabhasana. 3 rounds of breath. Lower onto right ear. You can bend knees, take the legs side to side. And one last locust pose. Forehead down, interlaced hands, shoulders together, knuckles towards the feet, and lift. Looking at edge of mat, about 3 breaths. Try to breathe steadily even in this shape. Take forehead down, and then let's find a child's pose. You could take the embryo pose, a version of that with legs together, forehead on mat, and arms by your sides, or the traditional way we began. Rounding the spine. And we'll press up and find downward facing dog. Full round of breath. Then right leg to the sky. Come forward, cheetah. Knee towards the nose, shoulders above wrists. Breathe in, lift. Twist your cheetah, right knee to left elbow or tricep, and lift. Then right knee above the right elbow. Right leg back up. Let's step the right foot forward. Find a warrior 1. Back foot 45-degree angle. Rise up. Relax shoulders. From here, warrior 2. Bend into the left leg. Look over the left hand. Arms at equal heights. Right foot parallel with what was the front of your mat. Peaceful warrior, legs as they are, right hand lightly touches back leg, left arm over the ear. You can look at left thumb or down at right foot. Modified side angle, forearm lightly touches left thigh, right arm up or over the ear, making a diagonal line. Good. And come back up, Trikonasana triangle, straighten left leg, maybe heel toe right foot in once. Take torso forward, good. And left hand rests on left shin. You could take the back of your hand on your shin so you don't put a lot of weight on it. Lean back, head over the left foot. Warrior 2. Look over left hand. Arms at equal heights, pulling away from each other and shoulders rolled back. Deep breath in as you breathe out, windmill the arms down. Take your vinyasa flow from plank to chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog and breathe out for downward facing dog. Full rounded breath. Walk feet halfway up the mat. Left hand grabs right ankle, look under right shoulder, sciatic stretch. Left hand down, right hand grabs left ankle, look under left shoulder. Right hand down, walk to the top of the mat. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, fold. Press into feet, bend knees, rise up. Arms up, inhale, look up. Find Tadasana, mountain pose, 3 breaths. Close the eyes, focus on the breath alone. And when breath is steady, open the eyes, find your drishti, warrior 1 on the left. So right foot steps back. You can try to square the hips first. Left hip back, right hip forward. Arms up, relax shoulders. Pressing equally into both feet. On your next breath out, smooth transition. Warrior two towards the front of the mat. The right heel could draw an invisible line to the back heel or to the middle of the back foot. Look over right hand, legs as they are. Peaceful warrior, light touch on the back leg, right arm up. Modified side angle, lightly touching forearm on right thigh, left arm up, or over the ear, making a diagonal line. You could look at thumb or straight ahead. Moving into triangle pose, arms out, straighten right leg, maybe you heel toe left foot in to shorten the stance or come directly into triangle. Lean back. So if a wall were behind you, the back part of your body would be evenly touching it. Warrior two. As you breathe out, windmill the arms down, step back into plank, shift forward, vinyasa flow. Down dog, 3 breaths. Left leg to the sky, inhale, shift forward, cheetah. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out, twist cheetah. Breathe in, lift, mountain climber prep. Breathe in, lift, and left leg down. Again, 3 breaths, down dog. And as you breathe in again, right leg up. We'll take another cheetah or core plank is another name for it. Right leg up. You can twist the cheetah and stay there, then come back up to 3-legged dog. Or take right leg out, right hand down, left arm up, lean back, fallen star. Look down, left leg down, meeting in 3-legged dog, mountain climber or mountain climber prep. Mountain climber, your elbows are bent, lift the head, right leg up, pigeon pose. So your right shin parallel with the top of the mat, flex the right foot, left leg straight behind. We can start tugging onto the yoga mat, upright, and slowly lower down. You can rest your head on any prop you have, on your hands or on the mat. We're going to take 10 rounds of breath here. Breathing into the right hip. After those breaths, slowly press up, lean onto the right hip, come back around into down dog where you could pedal out your feet, you could take a vinyasa flow. And we'll meet back in down dog. Other side, left leg to the sky, cheetah. Breathe in, lift. You can twist your cheetah and come back up to 3-point, or twist the cheetah, fallen star, left leg out, left hand down, right arm back, lean back, and right hand down, left leg lifts, mountain climber prep or mountain climber with elbows like chaturanga. Lift the right leg in the head. 3-legged dog, and pigeon. So your shin parallel with the top of the mat. Flex the left foot, right leg back, grab the sides of the mat and lift up. Slowly lower down. You're gonna try to breathe through the sensations. Try to stay present in the body, 10 breaths. And press up onto the hands. Lean to the left. Find your way into down dog again. We can pedal out the feet. Nod and shake the head. Maybe take one last vinyasa flow of the class. Coming to plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Let's take a cleansing breath in down dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Come on to the knees. Let's come up to a high kneeling, and we'll take an Ustrasana camel. So you could take this in a partially with hands down, shoulder blades draw together. Lean back, puff up at the chest, stay there or grab onto the heels. Draw shoulder blades together, stay here or take the head back if your neck is feeling healthy. And come down. You can tap out the feet. Now we're going to take a Virasana, hero's pose. So you can have the calves on the outside of the thighs as you sit down. You could also be on a block here. So I'll show you how this would look. So if you have a block or any prop that could be like a block, you could sit on it like this. And you can stay as you are or lean back. You can come onto the elbows, or you could come to Supta, reclined Virasana, hero's pose. Let's take 5 breaths. And press up onto your elbows and forward. Cross the ankles. Come into a seat, directly find Navasana. So you can have shins parallel to sky or at a diagonal. Boat pose. Let's release the hands. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Descend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the ground again. Get as long as you can. Notice all the space you've created in your body. Hopefully some space in your mind too. Then let's take the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Rock in circles. Notice all the places that your back meets the ground. Arms into a T, knees fall to the left, gaze to the right. A simple recline twist, 3 breaths. Knees to center and to the right. Recline twist. Keep the shoulders on the ground. Look over the left hand. 3 breaths. And knees back to the center. Hug the knees in. Maybe lift nose towards knees. Get into a tight ball. Tensing all the muscles before releasing down to the ground. Draw shoulder blades up and down. Take up space. Come into a still place to rest. Let's settle in with a deep cleansing breath together. Full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. There's no more need for effort. Shavasana. And without moving your body, begin to deepen your breath. You could take head side to side. Circle wrists, wiggle fingers. Circle ankles, wiggle toes. Maybe one more full body stretch. And you can roll to one side, a few breaths in a fetal position. Rest on your arm. Notice how you feel after your hour of yoga. And bring your intention to mind and maybe with you off the mat into your day. And let's press up into a seat. Take your time. And we can take our hands together at prayer, thumbs to the forehead. The light in me honors the light in you, and we'll bow to each other. Namaste.